about this week. Always a fun week, that everybody looks forward to, along with Thanksgiving. And we all got a lot to be thankful for sure. Really proud of our guys and how they played last night. It was another great crowd and environment, and just a really, really good football game by our guys. We did a lot of good things in the game. Just really proud of them. Again, offensively, another really fast start, and back-to-back games where we've had really good balance and high completion, throwing and catching. And we had a couple of big drops, but did a better job with penalties. Some of the pre-snap penalties that have been, hurting us, but just really controlled the game. 27 first downs, 14 and 19 on third down, 74% is incredible. In the red zone 6 times, scored 100%, 5 out of the 6 touchdowns. And I just thought DJ did a great job, as did Mitchell. Coming in, Mitchell did a really good job as well. But just an outstanding game outside of the third quarter where we had the turnover fest there, had a big drop, and then had the critical turnovers, and which led to some missed opportunities and kind of stalling us a little bit. But a lot of good things in the game for sure. And defensively, man, it was dominant. I mean, just an incredibly dominant performance, 98 total yards, and only 8 at the half, and 40 of that came on one play. So just a really complete game defensively. Won the line of scrimmage, and back-to-back games we've been able to affect the quarterback. I think that's 9 sacks in the past 2 games. We've created some takeaways. Had 2 more last night, and as well as a big-time stop on downs and a safety scoring on defense. So a lot of good things. We were cleaner penalty-wise on defense as well. So, we had a couple critical errors, where we missed signals and had a couple of busts that could have cost us that we got to get cleaned up. But, just love the effort of the team and how they competed in all aspects of the game against a team that was, coming off a big win in Atlanta and had a little confidence and a little momentum. But, we again controlled the line of scrimmage and had a lot of explosives to go along with the balance that we had. So a fun night and, kind of fun, a good tape to grade, but turn our attention now to this game and getting ready, and got a little bit of a different week, obviously, with Thanksgiving, which kind of changes your routine just a little bit, but it'll be a fun week and got a great challenge ahead. Look forward to it. So with that, I'll take your questions.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor. Happy birthday.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
Just curious what you saw on that coverage bust on the second play. Was that on Makuba, or was there miscommunication there?
Yeah, it was on Makuba. He read the wrong signal. Yeah, we were very fortunate right there. Fortunately, Rook beat his guy. Rook had a one-on-one block with the guard and really just did a great job and beat him. And so the quarterback really wasn't. He had to throw the ball a little early, and so we were fortunate there. So, yeah, just missed signal and critical. And that we get that clean. He was the only one, so very fortunate.
Coach, the way South Carolina just blew out Tennessee last night, that's going to add a lot of intrigue with the media. But I'm guessing, as far as the players' mindset, really doesn't make a difference whether they, had been blown out themselves the last 2 games. They're going to be just as excited either way, correct?
Yeah, man. This is a game. It doesn't matter what your records are. It doesn't matter if you're coming off of 3 big wins in a row or 3 big losses in a row. This is a game that, you can just throw all that stuff out. It's all about this game, and not what you've done throughout the year, not what you've done last year or whatever, or what's coming after this. It's really all about how you play in these 4 quarters. College football, as you saw yesterday, is it's really hard to win, and it's very unpredictable. You saw some some crazy things yesterday, but it doesn't have anything to do with whether we had gotten beat or we had won like we won yesterday. Man, this is the biggest game of the year, and again, it's a goal of its own, a season of its own, as I said last night, and it's the same for them. So it's a fun game to be a part of. I've been a part of a lot of rivalry games. 13 Alabama-Auburn games, and then, going on, I guess 19 since we missed the 1 year, Clemson, South Carolina game. So it's a fun week to get ready and a game that, both teams, going to put everything they got into finding a way to win.
Hey, Dabo, this is Anna. Do you have any further clarification on Marcus Tate and his knee?
Yeah, he's gonna be out. We got good news and bad news. Good news is his ACL and all that stuff is good. The bad news is there's like I don't really know how to explain it other than there's like a little ligament or tendon or something that holds your kneecap, and that's where he got hurt. KJ actually had a similar thing a couple years ago, so he's going to have surgery on that to get it fixed. But again, it's not like an ACL surgery, so he'll be fine. But that's the good news. The bad news is he's going to be out for us. So, but I'm happy for him in that he was able to play 11 games and really, got a lot of confidence this year. He's still a young player as a sophomore, and really, really grew a lot this year. He's very confident in his ability. He just played so much faster and stronger than he did last year as a freshman. That's a result of his experience and the work that he put in. He's a guy that can play tackle for us as well. So it's unfortunate that his season's going to be cut short, but a blessing that he was able to have the type of year that he had and grow like he did, but also, the severity of the injury is anytime you have to have surgery, it's not good, but it could be a lot worse.
Thank you.
Yeah, but this is
a related note, I guess, just how you feel about how Mitchell Mays performed yesterday and the abundance of snaps he got, and
yeah,
does this change anything with Colin Sadler and the plan to venture him?
Yeah, Mitchell's done well, man. I'm proud of him. He's basically started 2 games in a row now, and we've had back-to-back 400-plus yard games. Against a really hot Louisville team coming in here and a really good defense and another stout defense in Miami. So Mitchell, he really has done a nice job, and I'm really glad that he's had that type of experience. Because he had to go in there early and played a ton of snaps. He was, I don't know, almost 60-something snaps. And then obviously started in place of Parker. So very good for him. And I'm glad we were able to get those 2s in there a little bit and let them play some. I think that was good for those guys. And as far as Sadler, we're definitely going to play him as we need, but want to try to hold him and not waste a year on him as well. I think we still got at least 1 game left on him.
Dabo, this is Matt. Do you know the timetable with Tate? Will he be back for spring?
He'll be back for spring, but he'll be probably a guy that we don't. He'll probably just be in a green jersey and doing just individual stuff and those type of things. But I don't think he'll be going full speed or scrimmaging or anything like that in the spring. But he'll be back.
And then it seemed like South Carolina had struggled for a lot of the year offensively. Just what do you make of the way they played last night, and were you able to catch some of that game?
Yeah, I got to watch a good bit of it once I got home. And they just played great. The quarterback played outstanding. Guys made plays, a lot of energy. And, that's a tough place to play, tough place to go play. And next thing you know, it's up against you, and momentum is a powerful thing in games like that. And they just really, really played a complete ball game in all facets. And then as they got going, they just kept pouring it on. So in Tennessee, just, wasn't their night. And you got to give South Carolina all the credit for that. They just played a really, really complete game in all facets. Again, a lot of big plays. their quarterback was just outstanding.
Coach, we talked about what a great game that Trotter had last night, and you've said all along that the guy could play all over the field, just about any position. But I thought that PBU that he had was really impressive. Showed his coverage skills.
Yeah, it was really good, and he actually didn't take a very good angle. He came out a little. He read it, but he went a little flat, and so man, he did a great job of recovering and defending that there. But he's a really good player, and again, just like we hoped, that he would grow and get better throughout the year. And man, he's just really the best version of himself right now. He's playing with a ton of confidence. He's really starting to grow into a leader for us. And, again, first-year starter, man, a lot of good stuff ahead for him.
Anyone else for Coach?
Yeah, Dabo, this is Chapel with the State. You just mentioned Rattler right there. Obviously, I'm sure that wasn't the first time you'd seen him play. What stands out about last night and kind of what he's done this year for South Carolina?
Well, I mean, I watched him when he was at Oklahoma. I mean, he was a highly recruited guy, and he moved around well. He's really good in the pocket. I mean, he can make every throw. He throws really well on the move, also, and just a really good football player. I mean, again, that's why he was the starter at Oklahoma, and as highly recruited as he was. So everything that you like about a quarterback. I mean, he's got a great arm, and again, he's a competitive kid. So all those things jump off the screen when you watch it.
Dabo, do you know if you'll get Bo back this week?
We're hopeful. I mean, we'll see how he does in practice. We was close last week, so he's still in that day-to-day mode.
Anyone else? All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks,
All right,
Coach.
see you guys.